What's up everybody? Welcome back to Vivid Iceland. It's been a little while since I've done a new video. It's now, let me just take a look at the date, the 28th of October. And after a very busy summer of running tours and also taking a little bit of a holiday in September, I'm back out this time in the southeast of Iceland. I've just finished a shift with the rangers at the national park and I'm on the drive home. So I'm going to check out a couple of spots along the way, see what we can find. If we're lucky today, there is a lighthouse out on the south coast that I haven't looked at yet, so if we can get there, we'll go check it out. If you're ready for it, let's go. Heading westward from Jökulsárlón, I stumbled across a gravel road leading to a small car park near the mountain ranges below Vatnajökull. As you may or may not know, driving off-road is illegal in Iceland and you can face massive fines depending on how much damage you do to the delicate nature on this volcanic island. Myself and my ranger colleagues recently had to fix multiple off-road tire tracks, so please respect the local flora and fauna and stick to the designated roads and parking lots. Now, with that said, it's just a short hike from this small parking lot to my first destination. Following an old sheep trail will bring you to an incredibly picturesque valley with a few streams flowing through it. As you near this gorge cut into the valley, you'll find several magnificent stone structures and some of the bluest glacial water you can find outside the glacial lagoons. If only it got warm enough in the summer to swim here, I'm sure it'd be a great spot for a dip. Right, so there's just one final hill to climb here before we reach this magnificent gorge. Take a look at this. This place isn't featured on Google Maps, so I can't give out an exact location for it. And if you do happen to stumble upon it, please keep it secret as it's relatively unknown and one of the few places in the country that isn't regularly visited by the masses of tourists on the island. Now I gotta say it was quite nerve-wracking to fly the drone through such a tight area, but I think the footage turned out quite nice. I could see from the footage that higher up there were some additional blue pools, which is something that I may have to check out in the future. As the sun started its slow descent in the sky, I jumped back into the car and continued my journey west. Realizing that I hadn't much daylight left, I pulled over at a tiny parking lot to enjoy the extraordinary sunset that these short autumn days produce. We see here the biggest glacier in Iceland, Vatnajökull, in the background, with the smaller outlet glacier Kollafjörður flowing down the mountain on the left third of the screen. With the sun now firmly below the horizon, I decided to drive back home and plan my travels for the next day. Okay, well, the sun sets pretty early this time of year, so I didn't get the chance to go check out that lighthouse, so it's the day after. I'm here in front of Langholtskirkja. This is on the drive to this lighthouse, so we thought we'd stop by, check it out, and then make our way to the lighthouse. I invited my friend Maxime to join me on the trip out to see the lighthouse, but with a short stop first at this church. It's quite an old church that was constructed in the year 1862, and you'll find that there are also some incredibly old gravestones here as well, with some dating back to the late 1800s. After our short stroll around the churchyard, we managed to locate the trail leading to the lighthouse on the coastline, and along the way we came across a sizable herd of Icelandic horses roaming the grasslands. We didn't want to spook them too much, so we drove past them slowly as they trotted out of our way. Alright, so the road ahead doesn't look good. I'm going to send the drone up, I reckon, just to scout the area and see if it's possible to drive. If not, we got to head back. So yeah, the road was more of a floodplain than a road. I didn't dare drive that much further as the ground was quite soggy in places, and I didn't also want to drive off the official trail and damage the surrounding area. I'm going to have to attempt this one next summer when it's a bit drier. And with no other choice, we began our journey back west towards Vik, with one final stop along the way.
Okay, so a little bit disappointed we couldn't make it to that lighthouse out there on the south. So we decided to finish our day off here at the Katla Ice Cave. I've made a whole bunch of videos out here in the past. Of course, I'll put links to them in the description below. So I think we might test out some headlamps that I've also gotten from my friends over at Army Tech. I'll talk about them in just a moment's time. So yeah, about time to get ready and hit the ice.
If you're a regular viewer of the channel, I'm sure you'll remember all the trips out to this cave I've been on over the last few years. Well, it's been nearly 12 months since my last visit, and it has changed quite significantly, likely due to the superb summer we had only a few months ago. The cave that was featured in the last video has melted completely, so my friend Maxime, who works with Katla Track, took me to the new cave system they've been exploring over the last few weeks. It's a slightly longer hike to the new cave location, but definitely worth the trip out here. As I mentioned before, the other purpose for exploring the ice cave at such a late hour was to test some new Army Tech headlamps. All the lighting in this section of the video was provided by either the ELF C2 or the Wizard C2 WG headlamps. The Wizard C2 WG also has a green night vision light that doesn't strain your eyesight in particularly dark areas. Both headlamps have a powerful white LED that's perfect for shooting video in pitch black environments just like this. They are also incredibly robust, meaning they are perfectly suited for the harsh Icelandic environment. These guys have supported me a number of times during my winter expeditions in Iceland, so if you hang around until the end of the video, I'll gladly share with you a discount code to purchase a new headlamp if you plan to visit Iceland this winter. Here is a sneak peek of some of the shots we made. You can head over to my Instagram to see more.
Alrighty, so that about wraps up our journey, well, my journey from southeast Iceland all the way to the south coast. We're finishing up here in the Katla Ice Cave. It's looking pretty good. I don't know if it's as good as the last time I was here, but it's still definitely worth checking out. And I'll pop links to the tour operators in this part of the country to come take a look at this ice cave. Now, I got to say a big thanks to my friends over at Army Tech, because without them, well, this video would not be possible. And yeah, if you guys are ever in need of headlamps, I reckon go check out their website. I'm going to pop a link in the description below as usual. If you use the promo code VIVID, you can get a nice 15% discount on their headlamps over there. So go check that out. We'll finish up here. Thanks for watching, you guys. Don't forget, of course, like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. And until next time, I'll see you in the next video.